Go, Marco.
Good evening, Danvers. Good afternoon. And here we are today. Welcome to the Topics of the Town News, the May 7th, 2026 edition. Today I have two of my good friends, Tony Betancourt and Jim Morose.
Howdy, folks.
And we're going to be talking a little bit in regards to, now we have the timer. That's good. Excuse me. First things first, what I'd like to do is get through the introduction. And I'm Mark Zuberek, and welcome to the Topics of the Town broadcast. The agenda and opinions are solely by the Topics of the Town host, guests, and commentators. And I do this every show because we want to cover our angles of discussion. And what we need to do is, first things first, what I want to do is I want to address a very serious issue that happened during the last week, or 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Trooper Kevin Trainer was killed. He wasn't apprehending, he was preventing a wrong-way driver going down on Route 1 northbound, and he hit him head-on, and both the driver of the Jeep and Kevin Trainer, the state trooper from Troop A in Danvers, were both killed. Trooper Trainer is a 3-year veteran, and he's also an officer from the Essex jail. So he is well known in the community, and we want to express our condolences to his family and to the state troopers that serve us every single day. And the reason I'm bringing this up, because I have a nephew that's a state trooper, and it is a family organization in that Troop A. So, a moment of silence.
Yes.
And may he rest in peace, both the driver as well as Kevin Trainer.
And as a public service announcement, I heard on the news this morning the Danvers, Troop A State Police Barracks right there on Route 62 by Route 1. We all know where it is. They parked a cruiser, state trooper cruiser, up near the road, and people are using that as a memorial. So if you want to go there, pay your respects. That's happening now.
Yes,
Thanks.
Thank you, Jim. That's a sign of respect for
Yes,
the,
I did see it on Facebook. Someone posted it. It's a good tribute.
Thank you. All right. Now, let's move on to my, we're going to continue the format for interesting questions of comments from the public. Please continue to raise these questions, because I have some extra hats that I have acquired, and that is a payment for your questions. And Al Cappy was the first one, and he raised the question of why does the retirement board exist, and who is functioning as the operations of the retirement board for the employees of our town, and they go back in history. So I went to the retirement board hearing.
All right.
It was 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So
they're
public
retired.
is really not invited, but I sat through the whole meeting, and it was very interesting.
Okay.
But-
Where do they have it?
They have it in the town manager's conference room, where
okay,
they have
upstairs.
the bugs are in the wall,
Okay.
so she knows what's going on.
You mean the
But-
recordings?
But the reason I went is because Al asked the question, and the question that he had was mostly who operates it, how many people are employed to operate it,
Okay.
and who pays for their service, and why isn't it being handled by an outfit like Fidelity or Vanguard or somebody, because that's where normally a lot of these retirement funds exist. However, I asked for an explanation, and I asked for it in writing. I haven't got it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I have, learned that
They do pretty good, though, I think, right? They seem
absolutely
that fund seems to
they
do pretty good
take
from what I
care of
understand.
the town employees very well. The only thing that I noticed was very clear is that we have the finance director and the not the treasurer, but the accountant
Okay.
on the board. With Mike Hagan is another one.
Right. I really didn't know what was
And
on there.
there's a gentleman that's on from, he resides in Danvers now, but he also functioned on the retirement board in Newburyport.
Okay.
And his name is Vinny. I can't remember his last name, but I have that written down.
Okay.
So when I acquired the information in writing, I will report on it the next meeting.
Okay.
However, the two employees that function in the retirement board are paid for by the retirement board funds.
Oh, okay.
So they're not town employees. They are town employees, but their function is being paid for by the retirement board.
Okay.
However, what I also found out is that the participation by the finance director, the accountant,
Yeah, the accountant.
The
And
accountant.
and the finance
and the
director.
accountant, they have basically they're paid for by the town because that's
They're
where they
on
function,
salary, yeah.
which is fine. So I will report on that. And Al, you have a hat coming to you, and I brought one today, but you have to come and get it. I'm not going to deliver it. So thank you for the question, and we'll get more information. The next item that I have identified is the historic presentation, the announcement of the historic presentation of the history of Danvers with Richard Trask.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I finally
I heard that. Yeah.
got to a point where Jenny at DCAT has been putting it on YouTube,
Okay.
and it'll be presented on Channel 36 on Verizon. And
22 on Comcast.
is it 22?
I think it's 6.
Well, it depends on what section it's put into. Sometimes you can find either way.
Public access.
6.
Six.
6.
Okay.
6.
Thank
So
you, control
it-
room.
Somebody's keeping an eye on us. That's a good thing.
They're monitoring us. Watch it.
That's all right.
Make sure you get
But
it right.
they can't censor us, that's for sure. So I appreciate that. So that is segment 1. And there are 7 of the segments that are going to be presented, and we'll be issuing them one every 2 weeks. So it'll be a continuous presentation.
That's good.
And then at the end, we'll make them all come together as a 1 or 2 hour, well, it's more than 2 hours. It's about 6 hours worth of
Wow.
airtime.
Okay, so that's quite a bit.
So, thank you, Richard Trask, our archivist, and I hope you like it because that's the way it is.
Right.
All right. Release date was May 6th, and the other issue in regard to history in this town is we had the Hooper House mural dedication at Town Hall, and that was on April 9th. And I will be issuing that presentation for whatever length it is as a service to the community, and that's going to be done separately.
You're gonna get paid for that?
Oh, of course I get paid. I get paid all
You get
the
the
time.
big bucks, right?
Satisfaction, that's what it's
I
called.
only fool around.
Next thing, I have an announcement, and I did this before, is, Ben, if you can put up the fundraiser, there we go. This is a clip for fundraiser at the Supino's Danvers Republican Town Committee on June 4th. And we have this very detailed clip, and it's on June 4th. And is a night of laughs, food, and fun. So that is a headliner. It is going to be Paul D'Angelo, Jeannie DeRosa, Steve Linehan, Matt Rogues, and it includes a pizza buffet. And the pizza at Supino's is excellent.
All right.
So if you go out, get your tickets from the committee, and it's on June 4th. And I think they'll sell tickets at the door as well.
Well, it's limited seating, and
Yeah.
I think there's only like 80 seats, and I think they're down to like maybe 15 tickets left.
Really?
or
Wow,
20.
that's good.
So Denise is going to be at, what's the name of that restaurant right by Walgreens? It's a Harvest Fest.
Harvest Fest.
Harvest Fest. She's going to be there tomorrow, which is Friday, May 8th, from 10 to 12, and she'll be selling tickets there.
Good.
And I'm sure, just Danvers Republican Committee has a Facebook page and whatever. Just you can just go through there.
Great. Thank you
contact
very
us.
much, Jim, for the clarification.
I think I've seen that on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Okay.
Yep. I
it's,
did read
it's
it. I
also on
I
Facebook.
wasn't really aware what was going on. I got more information right now.
The thing is that we need to support our
Yeah, I
organizations in town. And you know what? If the Danvers Democratic Town Committee wants to have an ad on the show, glad to entertain it, but I haven't heard anything from them. So, thank you very much, Jim, for that.
Yeah, we're an equal opportunist.
Equal opportunist? Is that what we are?
I think so. That's what you're saying.
Well, that's
I
okay.
don't know. Well,
Now-
let's check with the Southern Poverty Law Center list and see what.
We're not in that show, not in that entertainment.
Okay.
That's a separate issue. All right, let's talk about the elections.
Okay.
We just went through the town-wide elections, and would you like to go through it, Jim, or
Well,
let's just show a couple of clips from the
Oh, you
elections?
got a couple of clips? All right.
But the clips are basically through you.
those pictures, yeah. Picture 2 and picture 3, yeah. So,
Yeah, there we go.
yeah, so we had, there was a lot of people out there holding signs, which I thought I've never seen such excitement and overkill on a town meeting member race. Usually they're handmade signs, and there's nothing big about it, but it was a little bit different.
Yeah, some people put some signs up, definitely, yeah.
Well, this was primarily the election really revolved around the school committee and the library trustees.
Right,
That was
those
the
are the
biggest-
only
yeah, that was the
town-wide
biggest,
elections.
yeah.
And then I'm going to channel John Toomey now. I'm going to channel
Go
John
for
Toomey
it.
because he always says when we talk about elections, 6.92%. That's what showed up for elections.
That was terrible.
And I posted some stuff on Facebook and the conservative side of the things, and people, I said, what went wrong? I said, well, you know what went wrong, and I said, well, I'm asking the question. I want, well, what do you think? And so one guy said, we need to vote out all these, woke
Wannabes.
and entrenched people, and I said, well, yeah, but you got to get out and vote.
Well,
we had 7,000 people that voted conservative-wise in the Trump election. If we had 10% of those, we would have won every race in town. But
What-
how do we motivate these people? That's what John Toomey was always saying. You got to get out and vote. we can't get people engaged. It's
It has to
very
be something
difficult.
big. If the selectman race was a big selectman race or something, would have brought a lot more people out. That's the seems the one that drives it. Basically.
Even those don't drive it as well. Listen,
No,
listen
I agree
to
with
the,
that too. You're right. But
listen
it
to
would've been
the
better.
numbers. I mean, we have in our town 22,592 registered voters.
That's right.
And out of those 22,000 voters, 1,100 and I think 64, oh no, 84, 1,184 voted.
No. I got 1565.
15, no. See, that,
1565. That's one vote.
okay, 1565.
Yeah, it-
Sorry.
yeah.
Even still, they're still very low. That's the point of it.
And that's where that
Yeah.
6.29
6.29%. And to your point, when the selectmen race last year, we had a big selectmen's race, and we still just barely made 15%, if I'm not
Right,
mistaken.
right.
15%. So what was that? Another. Well, that's almost 7. So yeah, that's
Well,
another 8%.
You know when you're going to see a big turnout? If there's a Proposition 2.5 override, that's when you're going to see it. I guarantee you.
Well,
that will be a big
we'll
one.
get to that subject in a little
But I
while.
guarantee you that will bring them out
So,
when it touches their pocketbook.
let's go through the major contested races. Basically, the school committee.
Yeah.
We had 3 candidates for 2 seats, and one of the seats was vacated by Eric Crane, who retired after, 22
Yes.
or 24 years.
They ought to give him a plaque. Honestly, he's been there that
And
long.
they celebrated his,
Oh, did they? Okay.
yes, at their meeting.
Okay.
But then we had a new contender come out, Beth Cantos.
She has signs
And-
everywhere.
And she had more signs than anything
Yes.
else.
Yes.
Now, the one question I always raise is, why is she voting? Why is she coming out for the election? And the thing is, there was very...
I'm hoping it's to make the town of Danvers a better place.
that's
that's
what
what
the
I'm hoping
sign
for.
said. That's what the
Oh, I
sign
didn't
said.
know that. Really? All right. I'm hoping
But
that's
the-
what it's for.
The issue is, what does the school committee really do? And you've had my contentious issues in regard to the school committee, is that our education department or our education of our kids is not by Danvers. It's by the state.
Well, that's the problem.
And therefore, hopefully, the new members or the re-elected member will come on board and make some changes.
Well, how much money can you keep spending into the schools? No one wants to take money away from the schools, but prove to us that you're doing a real good job, that deserve all this money. That's what I want to see. Okay?
Well, you're right. I mean, the thing, it's been
'Cause we don't wanna take it away.
It's been echoed all over town. We're paying top dollar for the teachers, and the students are in the less than the 40 percentile of, 60% of the schools in Massachusetts are better than Danvers.
Right.
Okay? So we're paying top dollar, and we're not getting the results. So what's wrong with this picture? And I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. I never make friends and win it, but
Ben, can you just go back to the picture again? The
Well, the
previous.
pictures?
Yeah.
With
Let-
with
Let's just
with
go
the
through
blue
them.
signs. No, the other one. Well,
Previous.
actually, making.
There
Can you
you
read
go.
it? I can't read that. What it says on their sign, Contos. But at any rate, I've heard that she was a former president of the of the American Federation of Teachers, the Massachusetts.
right.
Okay, so again, she's a teacher. She's part of the system, and so the system is what's causing all the problems in our schools, from state mandates to federal mandates. And is she going to make some changes here, or is she just going to be
Well,
part of the
that's-
Well,
machine?
we hope she's not a rubber stamp. That's
That's-
basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's what it
That's
comes
to
down
be
to.
seen.
Time will tell. I
Exactly.
mean, that,
You got to give her a chance, okay? You got to give her a
well,
chance.
yeah, I'm just
But
saying.
hopefully it's for the
Those
good
are
of
her
town.
credentials.
Okay, hopefully it's for the good of the town. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean,
And the next picture, Ben, I think there's This is for Ed Stragey.
Yeah, he said making schools better for everyone. That was his little slogan. So
That's
everybody's
right.
got a little slogan. But then when they get in,
Well, that's the thing. But it's like that in all the boards. I mean,
And
everybody.
the next one, Ben,
It's terrible. Well, that's what it is.
okay.
educate, don't
Indoctrinate.
indoctrinate.
Well, that's what's been happening a lot.
Well, that's
the
I.
problem.
We have been complaining about that for years in this town, and the thing is, it's very difficult to make change happen because everybody thinks that we have to do exactly what the town, what the state tells us to do.
Right.
And the thing is, when I ran for the school committee, they gave me a 3-ring binder with all the rules and regulations and laws that we had to follow. I says, what the heck am I doing here?
You have to go to school just to learn.
I just gave them the book back. So I hope Beth
Yeah.
and, well, Ed is probably going to stay involved. And what's his name? Kipnis
Yeah.
is going to stay involved
yeah.
because he's been on the
He's
board.
reelected. Yep.
Look, let's hope they can, but they got to help us here. They got to watch the school. The school's
Right.
a big thing. There's no question in my mind.
Now, you want to
Okay.
go
Okay,
through
yeah, so
the
then we'll go through-
library trustees?
So the library trustees, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people running for 3 seats. So you had Corey Ryan, he got 861. Catherine Carbone got 616. Ellen Graham got 916. And Charles Desmond got 883. So the only one who didn't make it was the Catherine Carbone.
Right.
So those 3 would, I think, 2
They're-
of them were reelected, and
They're incumbents, right?
yeah, 2 of them were incumbents, and the only other new person was Ellen Graham.
Okay.
But yeah, she was pretty much she had a lot of signs there at the at the voting place as well. Then you get into the town meeting members. Yeah, I didn't mark this up, but
Precinct 1 was 6 for 6,
okay,
and they had, 2, 4, 5. In Precinct 2 were incumbents. And, the one surprising thing that I noticed,
yeah,
and look at, I think let's just go to 7.
yeah, because precinct 7 had the biggest amount. They had 260 voters from
Right.
precinct 7. 260, where actually I wrote down. If you want to see, look at this.
Yep.
So precinct 3 had 114 voters. Precinct 8 had 122.
How about precinct 5?
Precinct 1, I'm going in order of the
Okay.
lowest.
Okay. Go ahead.
Precinct 1 had 189. Precinct 2 had 209. Precinct 6 had 214. Precinct 4 had 218.
Right.
Precinct 5 had 239, which,
We're usually up there. We're
and
usually
then
pretty good.
precinct
five's usually pretty
7
good.
would top the billing with 260.
Right.
So, I mean, that's 100 and some odd difference between precinct 3 and precinct 7.
But the notable thing, if you look at this tally,
Yeah.
total blanks in Precinct 7 were 600. 600 blanks. So people went and voted for
Just for
one
one
or
candidate.
2
Well,
individuals,
that's what they tell you to do.
and
if
they
you-
left everything else blank.
Yes.
That was a wasted vote, but that's the way it is. And just for clarity,
They do
I
that.
did
so-
not win.
They do that so they won't give someone else the vote. That's why.
Well, but that's okay.
Understood.
So we have 2 out of the 9 were incumbents, and they got reelected. And then we had 4 new members in Precinct 7,
Okay.
which is great. So let's challenge the establishment, because that's what has
Well,
to happen.
that's what we got to see. The problem is if the wrong people got in, we're
Well,
in trouble.
I do just want to highlight this other race in precinct 4. There was a special seat, vote for just one,
right.
which was, if I can find it here, yeah, there was Julie Boulder DeFilippo, she got 135, and then Kevin Berich got 68. I mean, that was quite the differential for a head-to-head.
I think this is a reflection of the past elections and the people that have run in the past elections. And for some reason, they didn't follow through in their precinct. But that's where the precincts are very finicky. And the statement that was made during the town charter review that the town meeting members can walk in because of name recognition and they get revoted every time, it's not true. So the problem is that we need to advertise our achievements and we need to participate. So there you go. What else we need to talk about on this?
Yeah, I think that's it. Again, I'm just going to say that I thought it was really unique that the town meeting members came out with such, professionally made signs.
Oh, yeah.
And the numbers was there was just a lot of people for just a few specific races, within the town meeting members. I thought was pretty interesting. I mean, I was on the ballot, but I didn't, there was 6 for 6, so.
Yeah, that wasn't a automatic. Right.
But in the old days, I used to hand make my own, Jim Moreau's, town meeting member precinct 3. I'd put a little picture up there or something of.
I made 3 signs
Captain
back when I
America
ran.
or
That's about it. I made 3 signs up, and that's it. I don't have them anymore, but I did make up 3. That was
I
all.
handed out over 200 brochures,
That was.
and by hand, basically, I went
This
and
time?
walked them.
This time?
Yes, this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the
Give him
thing,
credit. I mean, I imagine his knees are pretty sore after that. I don't know if I can
my
do that.
knees are sore.
That's what I'm telling you.
But
God,
the
God bless
elections
you,
are
though.
over.
God bless you for doing it.
And one thing that I like to express my gratitude to the town clerk and to the town manager is that at several people's request, the budget and the warrant articles were sent to all candidates
Yeah, that was
as
good.
well as the incumbents. Because you never know
Well, it's
who's
true.
going
You
to
don't
be
know. You
elected.
don't know.
That's right.
And these people need to be informed of what kind of activity is going to be taking place.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If you watch all the selectmen meeting, okay, and some of the other meetings, you really can stay really well informed, honestly, okay? But you have to. If you
Yeah,
don't,
but who can stay up till 10:30 in the evening when they start jabbering away?
that's only during the heavy meetings you see that.
We used to have meetings till 1 o'clock in the morning, and those are the old days.
Yeah.
Okay, the last thing I want to say about the election is, Ben, can you put up picture 6? You can get it. Is we need candidates. Like you said, there's a lot of new candidates.
Yep.
But we need people that can think out of the box.
Ben-
Ben's not even in there. Okay, that's okay.
Can you put on the
Picture number 6.
the next picture?
Yep,
Right.
That's all right. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
So
we'll move on.
Okay.
However,
no 6.
There we
No.
go.
Number 6.
See, Dave?
One more. One more. There you go. We need candidates that think outside the box. Nothing changes. Everyone wants to just keep tradition.
yeah.
Some things we need to keep. Some things we got to get rid of. We got to get outside the box. Okay.
If we
All
have,
right.
I'm off my soapbox.
if we have unlimited funds, it'd be okay, but we don't have it.
My soapbox is out of the box.
Let's go back to
Okay, you
the.
can kill it. That's right, you can take it down.
Yeah, let's go back to the retirement or the elimination layoffs. Go back 2 pictures.
Where's the
Oh,
layoff?
no, it's the first picture.
First picture,
Yeah,
right?
the first picture. Yeah, when
Well,
you start.
they've been removed. They've been
did they-
moved around. Yep.
Did they remove the things?
Yep.
Oh,
That's okay.
okay.
What I wanted to talk about is that we have 2 items that are related, and one of them is the water
Yes.
rate and stage 6 water
I know.
restrictions.
That's a new one.
And that's everybody. I mean,
Well,
why do
the-
they keep building if we can't?
Well, the problem is that we're the only community on the North Shore that's doing that.
No,
as far-
Okay.
it's number 6 already.
Yeah,
Yes.
Can we put up the water ban picture?
Yeah.
Water ban picture. And well, you know, when I
There
was
we go.
when I was holding signs,
You can't even wash your car. It's ridiculous.
when I was holding signs, you don't know how many people came up to me and said, "What the heck is a level 6?" And they were blasting. I said, "You got to remember, people, that it's not just the town, because Beacon Hill, you know, Sally Kearns and Joan Lovely, they passed these laws that say things like you can't deny building permits or construction because of infrastructure problems, including water, roads, and traffic, and anything else. So we can't even control our own zoning anymore. And then when they came out with the MBTA zoning, that was just insult to injury. And now we're at level 6.
I
Now,
know.
level 6
But
is
the
very
reservoir's full. Isn't the
restrictive.
reservoir full?
It's, well, I'll tell you a little story.
Okay, tell me the story. because-
On April 30th, they had a water and sewer meeting.
Oh, okay.
It's at 5:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So it was convenient for working people.
Yeah.
Nobody shows up.
Okay.
So I went. I'm just like the skunk on the lawn party. But I went to the meeting,
Okay.
and all of a sudden they throw out this restriction, and I asked, "What the hell are we doing? This is a continuation of last year's,
Yeah, last year was pretty strong.
yeah." So we had plenty of snow. What's that?
Tonight at the Selectmen's Board, they're going to,
Oh, yeah.
South Essex Sewers District, they're going to tack more fees onto our water bill.
Well, listen to this. So we
That one's
went
for sale.
through. We went through. I didn't bring my camera, so Tony, I'm sorry that I didn't record it.
should've.
I should have. And next one, I am going to record it
I know, but
because I'm going to go to the electric board meeting and the water and sewer board meeting in May. So the board, yeah, this is a good example. This is a continuation of a discussion that was taking place since, I think, January. The board will hear a presentation by South Essex Sewage District by Michael Persons, chairman of the South Essex Sewage District Board of Directors, and David Mickelson, executive director. Now, those names sound very familiar because I was on the select board in the 90s and first years of 2000. I made it a point to go to those meetings. Well, they received everybody with gracious, situation.
where are those meetings?
They're at Salem at the plant itself.
Can you go there, though? Can you
Yes. Yes, you can.
I'm just curious.
The thing is, none of our select board members know exactly where to find it. So they have Steve King that was attending those meetings, and he's bringing back this information because at sometimes Salem.
Steve Rogers used to do that before. I remember he was doing it.
Yes, and Salem is very demanding because the plant is located in Salem.
And
So
sometimes
they
you
want-
need a nose plug when you go by.
Well, they want, in lieu of tax payments, they want a contribution from South Essex. They're looking for $500,000 a year. This is the third time they've asked for it, and this is what this is coming to. But this is getting to be a point where the plant itself needs to be rejuvenated because they can't build another plant anywhere else. So this is going to be updated on a regular basis, and that's what they're coming to the meeting tonight to talk to us about. What are we going to do about 2.5 override? That's exactly what's coming down.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. And that's why I gave you the write-up about 2.5 override. We'll talk about it in a second. So,
Okay, but I don't want to toot my own horn. Toot. Back from 1975 to 78, I actually worked at the sewage treatment plant when they were building it. I poured like 90% of the concrete in there.
yeah. Okay.
But this is quite an interesting place. I'll tell ya.
This is very
Do
similar
they
to.
keep up with it though?
Well, they have to.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm
back,
curious,
back
you
in
know-
the '70s, it was state of the art stuff.
Well,
they
that's
were
what I'm
putting in
saying.
there,
But
you
a
know,
lot of places they let the facility.
So
just, you
think
know what I
about
mean?
it: 75, 85, 95. It's 40 years old.
Okay.
Yep. And the thing is that this is a reflection of what's going on with Boston. Deer Island is a
Right.
replica
Yeah, that.
of the South Essex Sewage District. They dump the effluent out in the ocean, both Deer Island and South Essex Sewage District. However, it has to be treated before the solids have to be removed, and then the water goes back out, but it feeds the fish.
But what I heard, I don't know if that's true or not. I heard that Salem wants to tax them more, and this is why the fees have to go up. I don't know if that's true or not.
They do.
Well, it's probably a combination of both. You know, Salem wants their money, and then the South Essex Sewage
has to
District
be rebuilt.
They get a lot of infrastructure work. It's going to cost a lot of money to update.
How come
that.
every other city in town gets what they want, and Danvers gets nothing?
Because Danvers belongs to the South Essex Sewage
I understand
District,
that.
and the other towns, I don't know where they go, but there's a North Shore one up beyond us. Then Peabody and everybody else goes to
They go to
Deer
Salem.
Island.
They go to Deer Island? They don't go to Salem?
No. Oh, wait a minute. No.
They have to go to
I'm
Salem.
sorry. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But
Deer
they're-
Island, I think it's for the Boston area, but I'm mistaken,
Boston and it's north of Boston too. So that's coming, and that's the reason I prepared the 2.5 override, because I think we need to press the issue.
And what are we going to talk about? Town meeting next?
No, what we're going to talk about is the budget.
I don't think a 2.5 override in this town's going to go. I guarantee you. I hope not.
Well, they're squeezing us already.
I
you wanna
understand
s-
that.
we
And all the
wanna
other
see
towns
the-
around us are getting squeezed.
Worker management,
Yes.
government oversight.
That's the
picture.
one.
That's
That's
the picture. We could put up that picture of the government. There you go.
There
Hey,
you go.
I love that one. That is the best one.
You see, this is what happens when
I have
we,
that on my Facebook page.
when we talk about budget cuts. You know, management is like immune, and so due to cutbacks, so you're going to have to fire Dave, who's the only one doing the work,
Right.
and,
Exactly.
and then we're going to have to outsource it, I guess.
That sounds like municipal employment.
Well, exactly.
Well, the thing is that this is very, very indicative of what's going on with our budgets. And the thing is that all of the work that's being done is subcontracted out to private sector businesses.
And some of it should be.
Absolutely.
There's no question, but not all of it. You know, that's
Well-
the thing. We have to have smart people in town taking care of our budget. At home, we have to, honestly, take care of our budget. If we don't have the money, we don't do it. But in town, they have another way to get the money out of us. That's the reason being.
Well,
That's
you know,
where the
I'm
problems
not-
come in.
I just want to say, in the dreaded private sector, you know, in the structure of management, you know, you couldn't have a manager and a supervisor and these things without having enough people to require a manager.
Right.
Okay, so you would have to, you know, every department would have so many, you know, whether it was 35 or 40 people per manager, and they own those people. But now, what do you got? One manager, one supervisor, and or maybe two managers and three supervisors doing the, you know, in one department. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Someone's got to do the work.
let's go to my item number 8 then, because this thing translates right into that.
Well, that's the thing.
Because what I've identified here, and through the help of the town hall itself, Rodney and I have a good relationship, and I'm looking at item number 8 on my list, And it is the directors and managers of the current staff. Now, we in the past used to have, is that it, Clint? Yes. This is it. And what I have is a listing of 28 managers and directors and their salaries. They range from $234,000, which is the electric utility director, down to $88,000
Yes.
for veteran services officer. Now, I won't go into the names, but the ones that really drive me crazy is that 28 of these people are identified. 2 of them belong to the school department, which is the superintendent and the assistant superintendent. Now,
We don't have an assistant superintendent right now, do we?
well, it's a pseudo assistant superintendent under the guise of
The splitting the money, is that what it's going down to?
yes. So what happens is 26 out of the 28 used to be 10 to 12 maximum in the past. But since Steve Bartha came on board and he brought in his entourage of directors and managers, we have grown double to what we used to have under Wayne Marquis, and the functions have not changed except that they've divided it up into multiple little facets.
Except the payrolls that you're saying.
Oh, payroll went up
That's what
sky
I'm trying
high.
to get at, yeah.
So the thing is, what are we doing? And exactly the clip that we had in there of one guy working and probably 10 or 12 looking over his shoulder is what's happening.
That's what happens with state and federal jobs.
Well, that's right.
That's what the problem is.
So that is the key to this budget. And the thing is, when the review took place, it was a circus. All it was an advertising of their own functions. And I don't blame them, but that's where the management has to come into play. And the town manager needs to start controlling that.
Well, we got to give her a chance. She hasn't been here a year yet, right?
Well, the first year is usually the best.
Well, it's
And
usually
then
the
after
toughest.
that, it
Hopefully-
goes to hell.
Well, we're hoping no. You hope the first year is learning, and the second year is straightening things out.
Well, then why did we
Time will
hire
tell.
her?
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Okay, so,
But I can guarantee you at town meeting, if the FinCom meeting is any indication, they'll spend more time talking about why we can't use buzzers and
Right.
clickers and some of these other issues than spending $150 million in 10 minutes.
the
Yeah,
vacant building
Oh,
bylaw.
they can
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Well, you really know why. I know
Well-
why. You know why.
You know, one of the questions that I raised at the warrant article review is who actually dictates how bylaws or regulations are established? Is it the town manager or the directors? Or is it the Board of Selectmen?
Well, it seems like,
Well, it's the town hall is running the Board of Selectmen
yes.
or Select Board.
Well,
So that's the problem, and the thing is, finally, the vacant building bylaw was withdrawn because.
but it's going to come back. It's going to come back. They're
It's gonna
fine-tune
come
it.
back.
They're going to fine tune it. They're
But
gonna
the
come back.
board of the select board needs to stand up and have a little bit of courage.
you don't need much. You know what I mean? If it's a health and safety violation, you don't need a new bylaw.
That's right.
All you do is say, fix it, or you're gonna get fined. That's it.
They're probably
You don't
fine.
need anything else.
They're probably finding the people already.
Or is
anyways.
going to be a taking to the town.
But I mean, if the people can't afford to fix the building, they can't afford the fine either.
Well, this got into a
It's true, though, isn't it?
situation where people that die intestate and they
Yeah, that's
leave
true.
their home
Estate, yeah.
Probate.
to the estate, probate takes a year.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm starting to learn about that right now. Where I'm turning 70.
And
I'm
who
starting to
the
look into this
heck
stuff
has
already.
the business of knowing what the hell are you doing with your house?
Because you don't want to judge
That's
taking
right.
care of your money. That's the
right.
problem.
Okay, so that's something that's going to be discussed. I'll have my camera at town meeting, and I'll be in the back again.
Well, you know what?
What?
You should ask if you can set your camera up in the
Front.
front and just let it run.
Well,
That way there you can see.
I-
and you can get the audio as well.
I can get
From
the
the top
audio.
of the
I can
from the
get
top of the stage.
maybe.
You know what I mean? Because
Maybe.
they say it's different.
Well-
you hear it different when you're on top of the stage.
I got a better
than when you're
idea.
down
2
in the-
cameras, one in the front, one in the back.
There you go.
That's the best way.
Well,
We have 2 cameras here at DCAT, don't we?
it's supposedly a different approach of filming and recording the town meeting, because last year I complained to DCAT, and they have a fixed set of cameras,
Yeah.
Okay.
and now they're going to have something that will be able to move around.
Oh, robotic. Okay.
So I don't know what they're gonna do, but I will bring my own camera. Well, it's DCAT camera,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna operate
Make
it.
sure they give you a good camera, though.
So, the one other thing that I want to address on Danvers electric rate changes.
Okay.
Okay, you know my involvement with the electric industry, because that's where I spent 45 years in engineering, construction, and management. Well, I went and asked the question of how did they establish the rate for the commercial businesses? There was no public notice about it. There was no regulation that they followed. So I went and discussed this with the electric division manager, Clint. And what we did is we talked about it. And I thought that they were going to take that under advisement and provide some kind of a response. Well, I haven't heard anything yet. So I went to the DPU.
Okay.
And the DPU basically clarified my situation, because they said they don't comply with any of the DPU rules. It's under the municipal control, because it's a municipal light board.
Okay.
So now I'm going to go and ask my question again, but I'm going to go to the town manager, because the electric company is under the management of the
Yes, the town
Town
manager
manager.
does control it. Yeah.
So we'll go up the ladder, see who can answer the question. So that's the question I have, and I still haven't got an answer. But I also have another situation where open meeting law violations has been filed, and I think more will be coming. But the response for the legal counsel was totally inadequate. They had this little girl as a legal aid respond to my violation. Well, as soon as that thing came over the email, it went right to the Attorney General's office. And the Attorney General is going to be looking into it. So we'll see what they come up with. But I replied,
Did David DeLuca retire? Is that what happened?
"Oh yeah, no,
Okay, I
they have new people all over the place."
No, I'm just curious.
And what they need to do is they need to go and advertise for a legal counsel, because we don't have a real legal counsel representation.
We've been with this company as long as I've been a town
Well,
meeting member, for
yeah,
sure.
it has been in action for a long time. So, I have provided all this, how to avoid open meeting law violations, and educate the board of ensure that the board is educated about open meeting laws. And they're claiming that they've had some kind of training, but I don't think anybody even listened or attended it.
I don't know. I didn't go. It was the town hall. I did hear that. I
Yeah.
don't know how many people
Yeah, I
attended.
heard about it. I don't know. I suppose we could find out.
It was-
if
I
they
think it was
took
for
an attendee list.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know.
Well, I think the
I mean-
Attorney General is gonna be looking into that.
yeah.
Because that's what I've asked them to do. And that's the only concern I had from the application for the violation of the law.
Mm.
And the thing is, the attorney didn't even address that.
Mm.
I mean, all they had to do is say, hey, we're taking steps and we're going through the education process.
We're working on it.
Yeah, that's Bill Bradstreet.
Bill's line.
Okay, the final question, I think we're running out of time.
Yeah, we're down to 7 minutes there, buddy.
Down to 7 minutes.
7 airport minutes.
Well,
That's all right. We can look at it next time.
I don't
The
know.
airports, they haven't been. They've been. a
Did you
little
ever get
better.
any response from the letter you sent?
No.
No.
And I'm going to be sending a letter to President Trump because Duffy there is sleeping at the switch, just like the Board of Selectmen in our town. And I'm just going to lay it out because it's been 3 months now.
Okay.
And the
Do
thing
they
is,
have a time to give you a response?
well, they haven't even addressed that
Okay.
they received it.
Okay.
But everybody got a copy of it.
Did you try to call the actual office?
Yes,
Of what's his name? Duffy?
Duffy. Yeah,
No answer?
no answer.
Really?
So I'm gonna go right directly to the president and see what happens. So,
Why don't you try to call the Board of Education, the federal? Aren't they supposed to be dismantling that?
well, that's why everybody's running for the school committee. Okay,
Well, yeah, 'cause
so
there'll be a lot of money. All that money, the billions that the Department of Education wasted will now be going to the states and the schools where it belongs.
okay,
Okay.
so what we have for
So it's got
status
more money.
on the Beverly Airport is that we have avoided going to their meetings. Their meetings are very boring, but I understand that the last one was very contentious.
Oh, really?
So,
I didn't get an invitation. Usually they used to email me. Not anymore. They haven't emailed me.
well, I'm going to make sure that you get the next email
I
because,
think I'll be away. I'm not sure.
well, I'm going to go there with a camera.
Okay.
However, the issues are the hangar, which is 300 feet long,
Right. That thing was huge.
is in place.
Yep.
And I have asked the building inspector of our town for a report on it. He doesn't even want to address it.
What do you mean?
It's not our purview.
No, yes, it is.
Not our
Because it's
purview.
built
No,
on
that's not-
our.
I've heard that 100 times.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, the next project is the extension of the runways.
Yeah, that's supposed to be happening.
And what has happened is that they had a MIPA policy act that was presented to the Massachusetts Environmental Protection Agency.
Okay.
However, it had nothing to do with the population around it. All it did was conservation. So the conservation is that there's an impact on the end of the runway that goes to, what's the town?
Cherry Hill?
No, the town.
Wenham?
Wenham.
Wenham. Wenham has an impact on the water, and it's wetlands. The thing is that we do not have any control over that. So what I'm going to have to do is maybe what we need to do is address this with Wenham,
Okay.
because their conservation commission is going to be reviewing that.
Oh, really?
And the other side is in Beverly,
Okay.
and that one, oh, that's going to go right through. So the
Yeah,
This
may-
is for the
maybe
runway. This
Wenham-
is for the runway 1634, basically.
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
Wenham will have
And that's
some
why, yeah.
Well,
environmental impact studies and.
that's what well, there's going to have to be an impact study presented as a result of the expansion of the runways. However, we don't know when they're going to do it and how they're going to do it because they're keeping it very quiet.
Mm.
So,
It's supposed to be built by the 28th. I think 28th, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
And they're supposed to start working this year on 1634. I thought that's what I heard.
That's what they were
and what's going to
planning.
happen is we're going to get all the traffic through 927. That's gonna be
We
the problem.
already have the traffic, and
No,
just,
we do, but
just to report, a real
Go ahead.
quick
go
report,
ahead.
I have, and other people have, filed for an abatement to the town of Danvers. However, the town of Danvers, in their wisdom,
They don't think there's a problem.
has declined the addressing of these abatements. Now, the only thing that I can say is that the town assessor has done us a very good service, because he's identified for the last 3 years of the properties that have been sold and appraised at his discretion, and he has provided that information to us, and we'll be using that with the airport, because the airport has an impact on our quality of life,
Oh, yeah.
and we have no choice but to go to court. I think that's what has to happen. And we need to appeal to our board, a select board, because they need to start addressing the issues.
It's not
So
going to get any better. I'll tell you that right now.
that's the status, and what we can do is show the last clip for the wheels on the runway. And any closing comments, Tony?
I don't know. Honestly, this airport has been nothing but a nightmare to us. Okay, and the town has been closing their eyes for too long. It's been a little better. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I mean, I'm hoping it's got to get a lot. It's got to get a lot better, because eventually, when all this comes to fruition, okay, it's gonna be terrible for the residents of Danvers. I'll tell you that right now.
Jim?
I don't know where that plane's going, but I wish I was on it.
I don't know. The fuel prices are so high that the ticket price is going to be double.
Well, hopefully they'll turn around with the fuel prices.
Okay, look, you got
Squared
21
away.
seconds. What are you going to do with it?
What am I going to do with it? I'm going to say thank you to the Danvers audience that we have. And I hope that you send me more questions, because I have hats available. And if you send me a question that we can investigate, I will be grateful. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you are watching the show. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night, Danvers. Y'all come back now. You hear?
Exactly.